Hello everyone, this is Javamonk and welcome to the 9th episode of my survival series. So in today's episode, as I stated last episode, at the end of it, we're going to revamp this place, this entire mansion, because there's holes that need to be patched up, there's colors that could be swapped, it doesn't actually look all that great. There's rooms that could be more functional. There's still dark places in here where ninja skeletons can, or these teenage mutant ninja skeletons can spawn, as well as creepers. So I think the first step in the process of this is make some of these rooms more functional. So for example, this tulip room, and it's nice and all, looks good, but I think I could change some of this out. Make it a little more functional. And I think the first step in doing that is building an AFK fish farm. Why a fish farm? Well, fishing allows you to get really cool things, such as enchanted books. I don't want to go getting them myself, so why not get them for free? Also, I do have fishing rods, so that could be nice. So I'm going to clear out this room and then build a kind of a minimalistic fish farm, but it works. And it's one that I could actually build up in about 5 minutes. So, not that difficult. And now that I remember, I think I need a note block, so there we go. Collected all the cobblestone. That's useful. And I got a flower pot from it. That's pretty nice. Let's see. I don't really have a decoration chest, so actually, this can go in the chest for the sort of precious. Not really all that precious. Not like diamonds or anything. Alright. Let's see. Get some of this junk away. So, I have the nether wood cooking up in the furnace, because we'll be using some of this to kind of make this place look better. Because this dark oak, I mean, the mansion is kind of in between looking creepy and dilapidated and looking cheerful and homely. Like kind of in between. That's kind of the feeling that dark oak has, so I'm gonna kind of make it either one way or the other, because right now it's kind of in the in-between state where it doesn't really look that good, especially from the outside. Now on the inside, one of my favorite things to do is to completely change the theme from the outside. So in my case, I could maybe have the exterior look all menacing and gloomy, and the inside, like, as soon as you step through the door, it is suddenly cheerful and homely. So that's kind of a nice goal for this place. That'll probably take several episodes of work, but I did come here for a reason, to make a note block. So yeah, I crafted another hopper. One thing if somebody asked me what I would like in Minecraft, I would suggest one thing: make hoppers less expensive. Make the hopper recipe less expensive. Because, good golly, I mean, 5 iron and a chest for just 1 hopper. That's a lot for just 1 item, especially since hoppers are so useful for transporting items. Alright, I'm getting carried away. Let's build up this fish farm. So if I remember correctly, place 2 chests like this. Built it too close to the entrance. Let's see. The block goes here. Gonna have an iron door there. The water goes here. So do this, I think. Yeah. So the water goes here, which means the hopper also goes here. That could be the output where I have all the fish, which means I'm gonna need a slab here. Conveniently enough, I picked one up. Alright, and then a bit of redstone, some tripwire magic. Let's see. How do you do this? I think it goes something like this. Got the string there, got the tripwire hook there, and got another tripwire hook over here. Pretty sure that's how it goes. You need to check that. So you step there, and then yeah, I think that works. So yeah, then I step up on the slab to do the AFK, which of course is pointless if there isn't the water. Ta-da! Flush anywhere? Nice. Now let's see, does this actually work? Nope. I built a drop. Alright, be back when I find the error. I figured out the problem. The door here was facing the wrong way. Like it was on the wrong part of the block. It was opening... Okay. I don't know how to explain, but now it works. So now we get to listen to beautiful music as I fish. And speaking of music, I actually once tried composing music a couple times. They don't sound all that great. Like, I'm not gonna become the next Mozart or anything like that. Unless Mozart started off by having a cat with having a cat dance across the piano. In which case, yeah, I would be the next Mozart. But seriously, but not increasing durability. Good. So now I just sit here and wait for a fish to come. And now I know at least it works. Because this should be happening. Alright. Awesome. Yo, boys. Alright. That job is complete. So now I can AFK fish here while I wait for things like potatoes to grow, or sugarcane to grow, or melons to grow. So that's pretty cool. And I can also get enchanted books from that, which is pretty sweet. Okay. Put that in there. What don't I need? Cobblestone in there. And slabs go in the stones. Alright. Probably fill that back up with water later. So, next up is something that, to make this place more functional, is something that I actually discovered off camera in between episodes 7 and 8. So it's actually down in the mine. Yeah, looks like I lost a minecart in that lava lake. Last episode as well. That's no problem. Got plenty of iron. Alright. I'll take the clock with me. Because not planning on going into the nether anytime. Not planning to go into the nether in this episode. Okay. It's dark, it's rainy. Perfect time to go king. This is really ineffective. You go down a little bit, but then you have to go up, and then you have to walk up at normal pace. But this'll do for now. So as you can see, I expanded out these mine shafts except for this one. So that one I dug out pretty far. found another abandoned mine shaft. Alright. So, down here. I forgot what I came here for. Hold on. Okay, so, remember this place? The place where I died a couple times to a cave spider and when exploring an abandoned mine shaft? Well, there was actually a dungeon right there. So I dug up a little staircase to it and conquered it. There weren't too many mobs in there, but pretty exciting. It's a skeleton spawner. So not too precious of items here either. So I think I'm gonna collect some more gold, and then I can turn this into a skeleton spawner, a skeleton grinder, so I can get bones and arrows. And it looks like this skeleton, whatever it is trying to grind me. Alright, I'm out here. Can't even see it. Right, I am back. So I do have name tags. I was just thinking, a horse here needs a name. So you guys can suggest what name I can give this horse. I'm kind of thinking naming him Binky, but I think I'm going to leave it up to you guys. So I think the next task here, off camera, I did a bit of off camera work and I labeled some of these rooms with their functions because I can't do this all in one episode where I go around every single room making every single one functional. So like I made these signs like flower farm over here and over here, put a cow farm over here, and all the animal farms are going to be powered by these vindicators, which I'm going to name Johnny. So fun stuff there. But I'm not going to be doing that all this episode. That would be a very long episode. So even longer than the one that involved taking this over. Now, what's that, you might ask? It's a new area of this mansion that I thought of off camera. So for now, I'm calling it Much Higher, although that's a really uncreative name, and I thought of it in about 10 seconds. So you guys can call this new area, but basically it's going to be above this mansion, and it's going to look like a bunch of floating islands above this mansion that look like there's no way to get up there, but in fact there will be. So a few ways that I'm thinking of getting up there. The giant pillar there is my temporary access. See, right here. So it goes up to 50 blocks below the sky build limit, which is a rather nice view of this world, might I add. So I'm thinking of making a lot of this area out of transparent materials like glass, making things like elytra launchers. Even though I don't have an elytra, I will have one pretty soon because I really like flying around here. Really the 1.9 update was, I think, the best update for Minecraft because it brought flying. I mean, who doesn't like flying? If you don't, then something's wrong with you. Seriously. Just being able to glide through the sky and boost yourself off, and having the parrots being able to ride on your shoulders that entire flight. That's also really nice. Although not the entire flight, because they end up falling off when you boost. It's kind of a shame. I mean, Mojang added this feature where you use fireworks to boost within the elytra, but then they make it so parrots don't hang on to you while you're boosting. It sounds kind of counterintuitive, but it's much better than whatever we had to do with the bow and shooting ourselves with the punch 2 bow, and I was never really that good at it. So happy that there's no fireworks to do that. Right, so I was outside the entrance there for a very specific reason. And the reason is this. it is rather difficult to get into this mansion from the outside. Why? Because of this wall here. This wall right here makes me end up taking damage as I'm trying to enter. And it's a giant cliff, doesn't look too good, and it's difficult to navigate. So here's what I'm going to do about it. I'm going to do a bit of terraforming. I haven't really done much terraforming in the time I've played Minecraft, so this is kind of a new experience, something I've never tried. I think it'll be rather interesting, trying to make this place look natural, or at least less cliff-like. So I'm gonna get to it. I'm gonna start off with removing this hill. I want this hill to gently slope up to this entrance over here. So I'm gonna do things like remove this tree that's currently being used as a bridge to this place. So I don't want this minecart track to be stretching out of here like this. I'd rather the entrance to this track be over here somewhere, and not have to use this tree as a bridge. And although it's quite nice, it is rather annoying because a couple times I've fallen off the tree as I'm trying to enter my house, and that's no fun. All right, see, like that. This is too much of a cliff. So, gonna get to work, clearing out some other trees in the way, and replant some of them to make the area more natural. I'll be back. How do you like them apples? I already found 2 from this one tree. My goodness. Alright. Still clearing out this hill. But just have to share that. Yes, thought it was funny. 3 apples. Wow. That was a rather fruitful tree. I didn't know that it was autumn in Minecraft. Apples falling from the trees. Alright. It's kind of interesting. I just cleared out some of the trees outside the front door here, and man, I must say, whoever decided to put a mansion at the top of a cliff here was an idiot. Seriously, who would do this kind of thing? I can only imagine what... Yeah, makes no sense. Why would you put a mansion at the top of a cliff like this? So, now that I removed the trees and kind of smoothing out the landscape here, making it easier to step up, and some of this dirt that I've been collecting, can use some of that to kind of make it step down more smoothly. I really don't know what I'm doing with this terraforming, and it's probably gonna look awful. So, thinking something sort of like this. Kind of trying to go with the natural kind of slopes here. So nice and gently slopes downwards. But more it's just randomly placing dirt. Alright. Good thing I got plenty of dirt. I think this is a bit too flat. And that's kind of too square of a corner. Something like this. I mean, yeah, it's a cubish. It's a world of cubes, but some things that when you're trying to recreate the nature, sometimes you end up being too blocky. Blockier than blocks. Alright. So, kind of smooth this place out. Maybe swap out this stone with some dirt and grass. Yeah, like this. Got some holes here. Not there. There. Alright. I think this is a nice smooth hill nice and easy to walk up, so that I can walk straight up to this entrance, straight from the hole in the mountain there. Speaking of which, this rail is no longer necessary. I probably should have removed it before I removed the tree, but yeah, that's kind of how I think. Alright, time to remove this little section of the rail that goes up here, because it is no longer necessary. I think I should remove this tree. I think it covers up this hole quite nicely, so it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb. There. Once I get powered rails in here, then this could be where I start off the track. Should probably smooth this out though. That way I can actually get up there. Again, I don't exactly know what I'm doing with the terraforming, so I'm just trying to kind of make it look natural, which is kind of the idea of it. But yeah, your comments, they are very valuable for this kind of situation. So, you know anything about the terraforming? Please let me know. Tell me some of your suggestions, because this is kind of a learning process for me. And in fact, taking over this mansion with iron gear, it was an experiment. I was wondering if I could do it, and I did. And it's right now, and I'm turning it into my house. So, yeah, looks like I saved 2 rails from smoothing out that hill there and removing the tree. And now I gotta come back in and hide. Hide from the night. So there you go. That's my terraforming expeditions. I'm gonna see what else I can do with that hill. Oh, I may have forgotten to show you this. If I already did show you this, my apologies, but I made this to essentially make a mob-proof entrance, because I didn't want a gigantic door here to stop all the mobs from escaping, and more importantly, my horse from escaping. So I made this little trench here. Mobs don't see the carpet, so all they see, and they also don't see trapdoors as a full block, which is why mobs will just walk right off of trapdoor entrances, walk right off of edges with trapdoors on them. So yeah, all the mobs, all they see is a big hole there where they'll take damage if they try to cross it. They don't see the carpet as something they can walk on, so they decide not to. Now, skeletons can still shoot over it, and if I walk too close to it, creepers can still explode it. And spiders don't care, they'll just walk right over it, but spiders aren't that big of a deal. They have much lower health, and they're not really that destructive, and also they're passive at night, during the day. So, I don't care. I'm not exactly afraid of spiders. Not in real life, and I'm only really afraid of spiders in Minecraft because a couple times they almost killed me in this series. But more of a combined effort with other mobs. They're really kind of sort of harmless, unless they're in gigantic swarms. Alright, just gonna keep on smoothing this hill out and changing out this stone with dirt and grass. And then I'll be back to you later. I am right now doing the Minecraft equivalent of watching paint dry. Watching saplings grow. And while I'm doing that, I need to tell you something. So, this is kind of a face reveal-ish. Not really. So, these episodes, I've been pre-recording. So what this means is, this episode that you're currently watching, I made this about 8 weeks ago. Maybe 7. Depends on how late I published this. What this means is if update 1.12 has already come out, then the update 1.11 will seem weird to you, and it might seem weird why I'm still in 1.11. If it hasn't come out, then your comments are basically not going to be implemented for another several weeks because it would already be in the future. Now, the reason I'm pre-recording is because I'm rather pressed for time, and I don't have much time to record. So during the times that I do have time to record, I record a bunch of episodes, and then end up taking about a 2-week break because I don't have time. So by doing this, I keep up my weekly upload schedule, and I get to have fun playing. Now what this means is that your comments aren't going to be implemented the next episode. I might react to them in the comment section, like say that it's a marvelous idea, but it's not going to be implemented for another maybe 10 episodes. So if you, for some reason, treated that as disrespect or in disregard to my viewers, I am very sorry. But just gotta let you know this, because that way you know that these kind of changes your suggestions won't be implemented right away. And also, if there's new updates, I wouldn't even hear about them. Like I'm talking about the snapshots. Those snapshots are from the time that I am recording this, not the time that you are watching it. Just so you know. So, now that that's out of the way, I've kind of smoothed out the hill, as you can see there. I could prance back and forth here all I want, and just run along. This is a bit weird. I also grew some trees over here. So, now I'm waiting for that paint to dry. And I think there should be another tree down there. So I got a lot of wood from that, which is really nice. Another thing you might have noticed as I'm peeking inside this furnace is that I started using a different fuel, coal blocks. Sure, they take longer to get, but they're worth it. And the reason for that is because coal blocks actually smelt more than just regular coal. So then just one coal block will smelt more than 9 pieces of coal. So that's why I switched over my fuel to coal blocks. It takes a bit longer to get the fuel, but it is certainly worth the effort. Oh yeah, it's gonna get saplings. So from the fishing farm, I've done a little bit of AFKing, and haven't really. I got 1 fish, actually 2 fish, one of which I cooked and got the cooked fish achievement. So let's see, maybe a tree there. So I'm also wondering, I'd like some feedback on maybe some tutorials that I could do. So what do you think of me tackling an AFK dark oak tree farm? Now, of course, plants seem to be my thing, although in this world right now, I haven't gone into the end, and in fact, I don't really have too good of access to blazes or endermen, so it might take a little while to get to the end. But so I'm not going to be building quartz plant farms over here. Well, not soon anyways. But a tree farm would be really nice. What would also be really nice is slimes. Slime chunk. A slime chunk would be quite handy. So I've also kind of extended up and broken into some of the rooms to make a little arbitrary entrance. So that way I don't have to walk all the way around to get to the sweet farm. Also makes it less likely that I get lost and trapped in some weird place of the mansion. This chicken farm's going really well. In fact, pretty soon, I might actually turn this into an automatic chicken farm. But here's what I'm gonna do. Now, one thing I'm wondering is how in the world I'm gonna get the Vindicators out of the cells that I made. Just one of them, because I don't want the entire bunch of Vindicators to come with me to make one chicken farm. Johnny. One of these Vindicators will be named Johnny. So, yeah, one of these first floor Vindicators. Could be one of you guys. Who wants to be named Johnny? Alright. Nothing that I can understand anyways. So one of these Johnny Vindicators is going to be working the chicken farm. And another will be working a cow farm. Another one might be working a sheep farm and a pig farm. So that'll be really fun. I mean, Johnny farms aren't the Vindicator powered mob farms aren't exactly the most efficient in the world, but I have the Vindicators, so I don't really have much of an excuse not to use them. Besides, I trapped them all, went through all that effort, and 2 or 3 episodes worth of effort to move all the Vindicators over there, so I don't really have much of an excuse not to use the Johnny Vindicators. Speaking of the Vindicators, I'm thinking it's time to drop down the ones from the 2nd floor down to the 1st floor. Let's see. Gotta get some sort of material to make sure that they have a nice safe landing. And maybe a few trapdoors, that way they line up and don't land on any of the trapdoors from the 1st floor. Let's see, got a pickaxe. What else will I need? Some wood to block the view so that they don't explode everywhere and start wreaking havoc. Alright. So over here is where I've been keeping all these Vindicators. There's a cell up there, and this cell down here. Okay, those go that way. Alright. So, here we go. Gotta make sure that none of these can go targeting me and move slightly out of the way of the little tube that I'm gonna make and start attacking me, because that would be bad. There's like 10 Vindicators up there. I haven't counted, but there's a lot up there. Way more than the 1st floor. Wood? No problem. So also terraforming this area made it nice and easy made a nice way to get wood, because I had to clear out some of the trees that were in my way, and I got to plant some. So that's pretty cool. Okay. I think that's enough space to that they can't go escaping anywhere. Let's see. Actually, well, I'm just gonna remove these trapdoors, and that way the hitbox change won't matter much. Won't matter at all. Alright. notice something. We're gonna end up taking fall damage. Maybe I should pour some water at the bottom there. Alright. But this is gonna be a temporary source of water. Because I'm gonna remove it as soon as I finish dropping the Vindicators. So I just need 1 bucket of water. And besides, I've noticed that the mobs bouncing up and down in water tend to cause issues, such as lag problems, which I really want to avoid. Let's see. Don't care if it's gonna wash out the carpet. I'm gonna replace it anyways. So that's another project that I'm gonna be working on. So I'm gonna change out some of the colors of this carpet, because red and white, I mean, it's grand and all, but it doesn't look too good. Not in my opinion. So I'm gonna change the color of these carpets, but the question is, to what color? Okay, there's water. Good. I can drop all of these. Good. There we go. Nice. Got a pool party going on. Awesome. Alright, so now everybody is in that one cell. I'm soon gonna be doing things with. So now instead of having 2 sources of grunting, there's gonna be just 1. Awesome. So, not too eventful. I didn't expect anything to be all that eventful. After all, I'm just dropping mobs. Alright. There we go. It's sort of restored to its original shape. Cool, so now I can get rid of the little chamber up here, the chamber of secrets. I can patch up the hole in the floor. I can patch up all the holes that I need for all these cells. And I now have indicators. So for now I'm gonna completely cap them up. Because I know that I'm gonna end up falling in there one of these days. So one thing I noticed as I was climbing the ladders to make the beginnings of the area that I'm currently at the moment calling much higher, that name is definitely going to change. But I noticed that there's a desert pretty close to this mansion. So there's plenty of sand there. And I need to go over there and collect some sand. That way I can make some glass, some windows, so I can check out the indicators every now and then. It's probably really hard to hear me when these vindicators are grunting so loudly. Alright. So it is currently dark according to my clock, and according to the outside. I'm kinda wondering. Ooh, there's a zombie. Hey zombie. Is this door really mob-proof? No, it's not. Crap. I guess I built that properly. Maybe the hole isn't big enough? I thought I made it mob-proof. I guess not. That was the first time I was able to test it. So I'm not sure what to do now. I guess make the hole deeper. Maybe make it 2 blocks wide. So that whatever mobs don't think that they can just run right over the little hole there. Let's see. Do I have a spare shovel? No, I don't. So I'm gonna grab a spare shovel, deposit some of this wood, and I'm gonna head over to wherever that desert is. So this desert is right next to the mansion here. It's not too big of a desert, but it's got cacti. So that's pretty cool. Certainly not big enough to have things like villages. Ooh, clay. That'll be handy for whenever I decide to make bricks. Alright. So with this cactuses, or cacti, I could make a cactus farm. Ooh, dead bushes. Not like they're all that valuable, but yay. This was for sticks. Alright, I'm gonna collect up some of these cacti. Excuse me. And go... That's some nice big trees there. And I'm gonna go see what I can find over here. Ooh, rabbits. Cool. Alright. Looks more like a beach than that. Ooh. It's kind of a interesting little lagoon over here. The deserty cave. No, and that'd be funny if there's like a ocean monument off the shore here. Probably not. The chances are way too low for that. And again, it certainly is a possibility. Alright. So it doesn't look like there's too much over here. Just a bunch of sand. Which, that'll be nice to make things like glass. Alright. I'll return to the mansion and see what else I could do in this episode. Because all of the other projects, that's going to take multiple episodes to do. So, and once again, I'm open to ideas, even though they might not be implemented in a few weeks. I'm still open to ideas. So, you tell me your ideas, like what to name my horse, and what to do, just what to do with this above area. Perhaps some ideas on how to get up there. I currently have 3 ideas. They are a slime block flying machine, and oh, here's my criteria. I want this place above to be a bunch of floating islands. So I don't want a blatantly obvious elevator or ladder to go up there. I want to make it as hidden as possible. Ooh, lilacs. It's a 2-block high flower. Why did it just play? Okay. Weird. Just played that breaking and flower breaking noise several times. So weird. This game is so buggy sometimes. Alright. Oh. I didn't know there was lava there. And there's this ravine here. Interesting. Nice big ravine too. Looks like I have a mine shaft right outside my mansion over here. Another 2-block high flower. Peony or peony. I'm really not sure how to pronounce that. And so now I can also test out to see how good my entrance how good the entrance is, how easy it is to traverse. Nice and smooth hill. Looks nice and natural. And there's no big trees blocking the way. Or trees to climb over. So that's quite nice. Alright. I'll be back. Alright, I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. It's been a bit long, but I hope you enjoyed it. This little mansion makeover. And terraforming the outside. I think I did a decent job there. Probably could have been better. So I'm open to suggestions and feedback. But I think that's gonna do it for today's episode. next episode, I think I'm gonna go back to the Nether, and this time try not to die in a really stupid way. Make a better entrance to the Nether Fortress, and maybe hunt a couple wither skeletons, and disable a blaze spawner, because I'd like to make a blaze farm. So that'll be interesting. And yes, I know Blaze XP farms are quite nice, but gold farms are far superior. So, especially one of those gold donuts. I made a few of those. They're quite awesome, but man, they take a while to build. But I love them so much. And actually, do I have activator rails? I do. So now I need to find a few slimes, and maybe, just maybe, we can break some bedrock. Yeah, do I have the gunpowder to do that? Oh yeah. Yeah, I moved it over to this chest. Let's see, do I have enough to make 2 TNT minecarts? I do. This will be interesting. Alright. Looks like, except for some slime balls, I am mostly set to break some bedrock next episode. Gotta gather a bit more obsidian, and maybe I got plenty of redstone. This will be fun. So, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next episode. Bye!